H. Howard, and this is the lineup, your small business top 5 list. Hope you're doing well, and I thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. If you're a returning viewer, also welcome to have you. Always happy to see some new faces or some familiar faces back here with us. Before we begin, let me just give you a little house cleaning. When I talk about small businesses, I just want to define my terms here. I'm talking about businesses that are small, mom and pop, Main Street kind of businesses, no more than 10 employees perhaps. Home businesses, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, consultants, contractors, freelancers. It's a lot to fit into a sentence. It's a lot to say every time I need to say small business. So I'm just going to shorthand it down and just say small business, but we'll know. We know what we mean. All right. So let's get into it. This is why you're here, is for another small business top 5. Every business has consumers, and we have problem children, we have super fans, but in the middle of all of that are our casual consumers. They're the consumers that we are ideal and right for us. They just haven't become super fans yet because they're not hearing something. There's some reason that they're keeping it casual. And once they hear that, once they feel part of something, then they will convert over and they will become serious consumers. They'll become part of our super fans. So for today's top 5 list, let's look at 5 reasons why consumers would keep it casual. All right. Number 1 on our list, they know you, but they don't love you. And that's the number 1 problem. They come to you out of convenience. They start to shop. They're going to keep it casual. Like, you're going to see them maybe once every 6 months, once every 2 to 3 months. They're not going to be your regular core consumers because they know about you, but they haven't fallen in love with you yet. They're looking for something. Like any good relationship, remember, small business marketing and sales is about building relationships. And like any good relationship, someone isn't going to put the ring on it until they're 100% sure that you're right for them. And so that's one of the things that's stopping them. They're not sure why you're unique and you're special, all right? Which brings us to number 2. They're not sure what you're all about. They know that you've got some of the things that they like some of the things that they want, but they are not 100% sure why you're the right choice for them, all right? You have a niche, you have a special consumer that you're looking to work with, and you have a special reason for working with that consumer, all right? It's usually incredibly personal, it comes from a place of good, and you want to help people. The casual consumer doesn't know what that is. All right, they're not sure what makes you you yet, and you need to get in touch with them and show them explain to them why you are not only the ideal choice, the only choice for them. And then you will start to see them kind of convert over. Number 3 on our list is they don't really feel part of the group. You know, like when you have some friends, and again, it's all about relationships, and you have some friends that you're close to, but they sometimes don't feel part of the group. They come over and you make jokes and things and you talk about things and they don't feel part of it. Or maybe you've felt the same way. You've gone someplace to a party, for example, and maybe you feel left out or a little bit something. That's kind of why the casual consumer is. They feel like you're not invested in them. They're not invested in you. They're not sure, again, what this is all about. Do they really want to be part of it? Why is it right for them? So the more that you can make them feel part of the group, you can treat them like super fans, make them feel included, the more likely they are going to start to understand where you're coming from, why you're special, why you're important, and why you're the right choice for them. And then they'll slowly want to become part of the group. They'll start to understand your language, your slang. Another one, number 4, is they feel you're not 100% into them, all right? The challenge with small home and solopreneur businesses is we are really busy people. We are busy doing the work. We're busy looking for the work. That is all we really have time for. However, consumers are looking for more these days. They want to feel invested. They want to feel that you are as into them as they are into you. They want high touch, all right? They want to feel respected, understood, and appreciated, much like you do. That's not going to happen unless you make them feel make them feel like you're invested in them. So start showing them a little love. Just email them every once in a while, text them, tweet them, whatever you need to do, but make them feel like you're caring about them, that you're giving them some love and attention. And finally, the most important thing, you got to listen to them. Actively listen to what they're saying, what they're asking, what it is that they really want. Because you may be saying it to them, but not in a way that makes sense to them. You may be saying it one way when you really need to be phrasing it another way. All right? So for example, the other day I was in a store and somebody was looking for a sweater, and they were getting very irate with the salesperson because they wanted a sweater. And throughout the conversation, they kept saying, sweater, sweater, sweater. Luckily, the salesperson was asking questions and finally figured out that they refer to sweaters, hoodies, as sweaters. So they didn't understand the language. They weren't communicating together. Once they figured out the words that worked well with each other, then boom, they were golden. And then they closed the sale. That's what I'm talking about. Your consumer may call it something, and you may call it something else. You need to find out what they're calling it so that you can communicate with them and train them on what to call it. All right? So that's been your top 5 list on why consumers might keep it casual. Hopefully you've liked this content. If you have, I would love for have you like and subscribe below. We're coming out with new content all the time. While you're here, visit the other channels. We have the Small Business Show, A Few Minutes with E.H. Howard, you name it. Everything here is designed to help small home and solopreneur businesses grow and build on their sales and marketing so that they have all the skills they need to succeed. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, I'm E.H. Howard at ehhoward.com, and you can visit there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never closes. While you're there, you can learn about the new American dream, find your Betty, sell the experience. Oh, the resource library. The resource library. It's a brand new resource library. It's got all kinds of videos and worksheets that you can download and watch on things that are beyond sales and marketing, that every small business needs to know, like action plans and goal setting and all of that. Follow me on social media. I'm literally E.H. Howard everywhere. Join us over on Patron, where we actually are teaching you the skills that you need on how to sell and market, make posts, social media posts that are going to engage with people, how to create talking points, selling points, how to create a 30-second commercial, networking, all of that stuff. We will teach you the skills you need to make that happen. And other than that, I think I'll see you in the next movie, or the next video. All right, thanks. I'll see you then.